What's good? You rocking with your boy Czar, All Rights Reserved. You already know how I move. You know what we're talking about. Subscribe, hit that bell. And everybody, I want to say, because we're trying to grow this platform, and I want to build this platform so that I'm able to do field investigative work, I would like you guys to go, and all who can, to donate. PayPal.me/THE, capital CZARR. I don't think the caps matter, but just in case they do, it's capital T, capital C. So it's The Czar. I also have another channel called The Czar. Slide by there, subscribe. I'm going to begin vlogging when I do this investigative work on that channel while I still do uploads. I actually am preparing to get my super chat moving so that everyone's able to interact with me normally. And I also want to note that shout to the individuals that I'm speaking to. When I start doing the next video, once again, by detail, and my documents and all my information come from, if it doesn't come from attorneys, it literally comes from individuals who are involved in the field dealing with law. So that's just in case anyone was wondering how it is that I grow. Yes, I deal directly with individuals. If they're not directly affiliated, they have knowledge of other people and connections to people who are. And, you know, I knew they were somewhat involved, but until I actually knew more about them, I realized who they were. So these were connections I made that seemed very credible, and I'm glad that I built somewhat relationships with them. And I look forward to building further relationships so that I'm able to grow and learn from them, and we'll learn together. Real quick, I'm going to just ask right off, who's Marsha Williams? You know, maybe we could get some type of feeling, and how does she relate to Tentacion? Now, I'm not going to release the documents because I'd have to conversate with an attorney before I'd make a decision like that. But these documents, who's Marsha Williams? How? And, you know, I looked into every single business ever that was created in you guys. Ever. By you guys, around you guys. I know the name verbatim of every business. I'm not going to sit up here and name them because I don't have reason to yet. I just thought it was inquisitive. Who's Marsha Williams? Who is that? Now, I looked into everything surrounding the situation and everybody. The only person I can't figure out is who's Marsha Williams. I don't have I tried to literally research her, but, you know, the only person I could link her to would have to be another man whom we're not going to name for now, but I'm not getting it. Who is that? Now, there is another male listed on one of the businesses that his name is way different than the rest. And I don't get how he's linked to the situation. So who are these two random people? I'm not understanding. I didn't see them listed on any other charity or business that there was. I didn't see them even mentioned in any type of, let's say, family contact list that I have. Who is Marsha Williams? I'm really starting to see that there's weird things going on. Just weird. These guys are weird. And one thing I want to say, did he find out weird stuff was going on? Because I now know for a fact that they weren't supposed to do what they did to that boy. Now, why they did, that's for another video of why I think they actually went through and these suspects that were involved did it. Hey, let alone, yes, who is Marsha Williams is the question. If anybody can answer that question for me, I'd be glad. But allegedly, do we think Dedrick Williams could have told the wrong names purposely. This is just a question I'm throwing out there. Did the first man that was caught that faced mastermind charges name people who weren't really supposed to be named in the situation, so truly had nothing to do with it? Because I could tell you, I looked at evidence, and I'm pretty sure Robert Allen's family is adamant that he didn't have nothing to do with this, allegedly. And as I said to the woman, everybody's presumed innocent until you're guilty by reasonable doubt. Now, just off of naming someone, that's not how a charge sticks. So that is why I said that Trayvon Newsom should have just faced his accusers. I don't know why you guys had ran. Regardless of the situation, even though you're not there, lawyer up if you can. Lawyer up. Because it's very possible people were named that really truly had no direct connection to a situation, and now they're being investigated as part of a situation that they had no dealings with. This is very common. It's a very common tactic used to throw off an investigation. And I'm just objectively throwing out there. They could have direct evidence to doing it. I also want to say that I tip my hat. It seems that more investigative work had gone on behind the scenes than I had given credit for. I will say that. And that now I have blanks filled in, and we'll get into that a little bit today. And I'm starting to understand more about what's going on. So my next video is going to open up to one of those situations that it seems that they were asking the same questions we were, to an extent of satisfaction that they are seeing the bigger picture. And I could say that without doubt now, 100%. No more questioning if that's the case. Like I said, I have some solid contacts now that I'm very blessed and fortunate to have. And I see that they are doing work. They are doing what they're supposed to. But again, who's Marsha Williams? Who is that? I can't even find, that name, I don't even have a picture for it. I have photos for everyone on everything, dealing with all sorts of things, but I have no representation for who that woman is. Who is that? You see, when things like that happen, it could be an alias, but if I'm wrong, someone let me know. And by the way, I already checked into some people in the comments, so I know you guys are here in the comments. That's why, see, you guys wonder why I speak so directly, because I know they're watching. I'm asking you a question. So we speak to each other. And I get when you guys speak. So you don't have to speak directly. Just send me a code. Who is that? That's a weird name. Now again, I didn't even go in for real. This is light. Like shampoo say. Light. It's all light. I'm not even going into it. I just want to know, who is that? And did Dedrick Williams tell real suspects? Do you guys think he did? Are these guys that's behind bars, is that the reason Michael Boatwright asked what he asked? Now things are starting to make sense. Did he say, who said I was in it? You know what I mean? Everybody thought he was like, oh, who snitched? What if he was like, who said my name? What? And you guys got to understand, in an investigation like this, when someone drops your name, they drop your name. There's nothing to it. You could be completely innocent. If they drop your name, they drop your name. Period. They interrogated you. They're putting you up there. It's more to this story than we know. You know what I mean? Marsha, dear Marsha. Who's Marsha? Who's Marsha? You know what I mean? One of the reasons I'm leaving the other guy's name out, that they know that is affiliated with one of the businesses is because his name looks oddly familiar. It looks oddly familiar, and until I have a picture, I can't really put it together. But let me just say this. Are the people relevant that Dietrich Williams' name? Was he supposed to get caught first? Was the mastermind playing more than just a little bit? You see, one thing I want to say is that when you're an elder person, a person of older age, you have a power to manipulate, let's say, younger men into doing things, especially when you're a female. You can manipulate a younger man into doing whatever you truly want. You know what I mean? And the more I look at this, it feels like Tentacion was trying to pull people he loved away from a certain lifestyle. The more I look at it, it looks like he was trying to be the savior of the family, trying to carry the family name further than ever. And the more I look at that, man, the sadder it makes me. That's why I try to stay objective, because this guy was not someone, I really persist to even be what his record was. He made something of himself. Was he trying to save the family name? But who's Marsha Williams? If anybody knows down in the Florida area, anybody got an idea, let me know what's up. Let me know. I got some hits coming today. You know how I rock. All rights reserved.